Hey guys, Teacher Sam here with Maverick Lingo. I am back here on our YouTube channel, Learn Languages with Maverick Lingo. I promised you that in 2020, I'm going to post 3 to 4 different videos a week, and I am very, very serious about that promise, okay? Before we get started with today's lesson, I want to make sure that you have your notebook and you have your pen. Show me that you are serious about this commitment. Show me that you are disciplined about this commitment. Take notes, write things down. That way you can always go back to the video, watch it again, and practice. No matter what, that is the only way that you're ever going to actually improve. Okay, improvement is very important no matter which language we are studying. This morning, I went on Maverick Lingo's Instagram. I did a live video and I asked you guys, hey, what would you like the next YouTube video to be about? And one of the students gave me a really good idea. He wants us to talk about either or neither. When I say he, I'm talking about a student by the name of Ahmed from Saudi Arabia. He requested that we talk about either or neither. What do they mean? When do we use them in English? How do we know the difference between either and neither? Okay, so please remember, there are like 100 things that I can tell you about either and neither. I'm not going to cover all of it today in this video, but I'm going to try to give you some basic tips which will help you to control this a little bit better. By the way, before we get started, you will notice that I speak kind of slowly, okay? The reason why is because I want to make sure that whoever you are out there, I don't know you. I don't know if your English level is up here, down here, down here. I want to make sure that everybody can understand us, okay? So I know for some of you guys who are advanced in English, this might be a little bit frustrating, but remember, this is a language learning community. I really want to include everybody in this, okay? All right, so let's get started. Let's start with either. Please pay attention to your pronunciation. That's the first thing I'm going to say here. Pay attention to your pronunciation. Remember that you have letters T and H here. What happens when we have letters T and H in English? Well, you have to produce this sound, th. So make sure that your tongue positions itself between your upper teeth and your lower teeth. Th, th, th. Okay, either, either. Thank you. There. Okay. Th, 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 th. So that's the first thing I want you guys to be aware of. All right. The second thing, the second question, important question is, when do I use the word either? Okay. When I teach in English, I always tell my students, when you see the word either inside of a text or when you read it, when you pronounce it, think about the word choice. What do you mean choice? Well, something that you are choosing, okay? If I give you these two things here, well, you can choose this one or you can choose this one, right? You are making a choice. Now, let's look at a couple of examples so that we can get a better idea of what I'm talking about here. Well, okay, here's example number 1. I am interested in either Spanish or English. 2 things. Here's our beautiful word either, okay? And in this case, you're dealing with a choice. You are expected to make a choice. You're making a choice, in fact, okay? You're choosing between Spanish or English. Now look, notice how I colored the word or here a different color. That's to remind you guys that in many situations when you see the word either inside of a sentence, I promise you, you're also going to see the word or. Okay, listen, I'm giving you small little tricks to help you remember how to use this, how to better control it. Okay, so let's look at our example one more time. I am interested in either Spanish or English. See, you have how many choices? 2 choices. Okay, what are you interested in? You're interested in either Spanish or English. Let's look at another example. Mom, may I have water and soda? You can't have either. You can't have either. Now, you are giving your mom 2 choices. Yeah? Mommy, can I have water and soda? And mom's answer is, sorry, you can't have either. You can't have either. So when mom is choosing for you, she's choosing no. She's not choosing yes. She's saying, nope, you can't have either. Let's look at another example. You can either have water or soda. Here's again, you're making a choice. Okay, now let's pretend that this is your mom talking to you. Look, she's giving you a choice. Okay, you can either have water or you can have soda, but you cannot have both. You have to make a choice. Okay, let's take a look at one more example with either here. Okay, you can either stay here or come with us. You see, you have a choice. Stay here or come with us. And what did I tell you earlier? Look at your sentence, analyze your sentence, and I promise you that you're going to see little hints which will help you to remember. Okay, here's the word or, which kind of to me symbolizes a choice, right? You can either stay or come with us. Okay, you can stay here or come with us. Okay, here's another example. It was either John or Peter who received your message. Okay, so it was John or Peter who received your message. One of them received your message, not both of them. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about either for this time. Moving on to neither. The first thing you're going to notice here is that you're adding one more letter here, right? And that letter is N. N. When you look at these 2 answers, yes and no, you notice that the answer no starts with an N. N. So neither, okay, basically means not this and not that. Okay, let's take a look at an example here. This is my daughter Lila, and this is my son Adam. Neither of them is married. Lila is not married. Adam is not married. So you see, Lila is not married. Adam is not married. In other words, neither of them is married. Make sense? Okay. Is Lila married? No. Is Adam married? No. The answer is no. So it's a negative answer. You're using neither. 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 I have never been to Japan. Neither have I. Neither have I. Now, I really want you to pay attention to something interesting here. How do I begin this sentence? Well, I say, I have never been to Japan. Okay, so how do I answer this? Well, look, neither have I. I'm using the same main verb from this sentence in my answer. I have never been to Japan, neither have I. Okay, now look at our next example here. Okay, look at our next example here. I don't want to go to the park. Neither do I. You see, if I go back to this example here, I have never been to Japan. Neither have I. When I jump over to our next example, I don't want to go to the park. Neither do I. I'm really emphasizing on this to remind you, pay attention to your sentence, analyze your sentences, okay? This really helps you to figure out if there is anything that you can take from the first part of the sentence and add it to the second part. Like here, you actually basically take the verb to do with you, right? I don't want to go to the park, neither do I. It's wrong to say neither have I, neither go I. No, 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 no. Neither do I. Okay, but what you're really saying is, I don't want to go to the park. Also, I don't want to go to the park. That's exactly what you're saying. Same thing here. I have never been to Japan. Neither have I. When you tell me neither have I, you're basically telling me also I have never been. Okay, guys, that's all for today's lesson. I really hope that this was helpful. I promise you that these videos are going to get better and better and better. Stay tuned. See you soon.